Hello there, it's Karen here from Crafty Little Miss K. I'm just adjusting my camera because I just want to, that's better. Yes, so it's Karen here from craftylittlemisk.co.uk, and I am just doing a quick little video just to feature a couple of little things that I want to do for a blog hop. I did a video earlier today and I realised I'd done the wrong one, so I'm just quickly making this one up as I go along basically. I'm going to use some ideas that I got from Onstage when I went in April to at the beginning of the month. Gosh, it's, yeah, because it's May next week. So yes, it seems such a long time ago now, but it's only just a few weeks ago. And I had a couple of little swaps which I thought would make ideal little craft fair sales. So I thought what I'd do is, I'd actually been invited along to one by my daughter who is a bounce instructor, and she told me about a little get together they've got where they're selling, the whole theme is children, you know, like children's clothing and stuff like that. And I thought about doing these, but I don't really have time to make them all up, so I might make up a few of these and give them to my daughter to take along to see if she can sell them, just to raise some pocket money for her and the children. But anyway, so I'm using a couple of swaps I got from Onstage, as I said, and the first one I've got is this cute little daisy, and I've just used obviously the daisy punch and a little sweet. I'm sure my granddaughter will be grabbing these as soon as she sees them. I've got a little leaf on here, which I may or may not leave on there. I can't decide yet. But yes, I'm going to do that one. And then the other one was a little tag that was attached to something, which I'm going to show you in a moment because I've just taken it off, from the Magical Day set. And it's got the little mermaid on here, and it's all been sort of got glitter, like glimmer paper on there. Oh dear, I just pulled it apart. Ah! And yes, so we're going to have a go at that as well. So like I said, it's only a little quick one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the daisy first, and I've got my daisy punch, and I did this one in yellow, but I think what I might do is use grey, if I can just quickly find it on my, what colour grey shall I use? Smoky slate. Let's go with smoky slate. Now, I've got no idea how dark this is going to be, but I think basic grey might be a little bit too dark. So what I'm going to do is just stamp a couple of these. And I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, that's perfect, that colour. I don't know if you can hear, but it's absolutely pouring down. I can hear water running down the road and everything. Okay, so there we are. So I'm glad I'm inside in my little craft room where it's nice and dry. And actually a bit warmer than it was this morning. It was actually freezing this morning, so I'm going to leave it up there to be cleaned up later. And then what I want to do is just soften that down a little bit. So I think I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. I've got the sponge already here. Flirty Flamingo was an in colour, but it's now been transferred over to be part of the Brights family. So I'm just going to excuse the little squeaky noises there. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a blush on there, just so it's not pure white, like that. That's lovely. And then we'll punch it out and see how it looks once it's punched out. So I've got my punch here. I absolutely love this set. Love the daisy set, love the punch. Daisies are my favourite flowers anyway. So there we go. Maybe I should have made it yellow, but I think Daisy's got a bit of real daisies have got a little bit of a pink blush on them anyway, haven't they? So in the middle. So oh, that's a bit stiff, that puncher. Need to use it more often, obviously. Okay, so I've got this here. I'm going to just attach those. I don't think there's any particular better one than the other. So I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of glue, just an incy bit, just to hold it in place while I go to the next bit. And I'm just going to offset them so that they fill the gaps like that. Just give it a little squeeze, just to hold it in place. Now, while that's drying, I'm just going to leave it off to one side. I've got my lollipop, and I've already cut out, I've got a template on the table somewhere amongst all my mess here. I just drew out like a little leaf shape, so I've got that to put on there as well. So I think that's long enough now. What I want to do is, goodness knows where my bone folder is. I've got loads of stuff all over my table. I'm not going to zoom out to let you see it. I'm just going to just very gently just encourage them to fall back a little bit rather than come forward, because I'm then going to squeeze them up anyway. Okay, so they're sitting there like that, and then I'm going to go and get across the other side of the room, go and get my crocodile. I just want to make a little pencil mark just in the middle, so I know, because I always get it off centre when I'm using this thing, so just to mark it down there. So a little hole like that. Turn out the way. And then it's a case of making sure that wrapper's not going to come off. Just ease it onto the stick, and then I'm just using my fingers to hold the lollipop, and my thumbs just to ease it slowly over the wrapping, like that, and then use my thumbs to, or my thumbnails to push it right up to the bottom of the sweetie like that, and then just go like that. Can you see that? Just go like that, and there we go, nice and quick. And I think that would be lovely as a little treat just for the children. There we go. And then just finally a little bit of glue straight down the middle of the leaves, and then I shall wrap that round the stick right underneath the daisy, and just squeeze it like that. Whoops. Nice thing about the wet glue is it can be adjusted if it's wrong. And there we are, nice and quick. I think I can make a few of these up. I've got a pot of lollipops downstairs, so there we go. I can do them different colours, but there we are. That's one of the projects done. So that was nice and quick, wasn't it? And then the other one is the mermaid. Now the mermaid, I'm actually going to silver emboss that one. So let's get my embossing buddy and just give the card a wipe just to make sure that there are no fingerprints on there and greasy marks. So no matter how, oh gosh, no matter how clean your, make sure I put it in this section now, no matter how clean your hands are, there's always a little mark on your hand somewhere. And somewhere or other, again in amongst all the rubbish on my desk, is my Versamark. And let's give that a little, and then just put her, let's put her right way up, like this. That's it. So you can just about make her out there. And then my silver powder is up on the shelf. Oh, I need my paper. There we go. Just a little sprinkle just to make sure she's covered up. Oh, I rocked my stamp as I did that. So let's get my brush. I've got a little brush somewhere. There it is. I'm just going to give that a little. I am going to cut this out, but I just want to make sure that I get rid of that extra line there. Okay. Oops, the daisy not there. Okay, that will do, because she's going to be cut out anyway, so put the lid back on that so it doesn't go everywhere. Okay, so now it's time to give her a little burst. Now this is going to be quite loud, so you might want to turn your volume down just for a second. So while she's cooling down, where's my daisy stamp? I'm just going to stick her under a block there to keep her flat while I get on with everything else. Okay, so I have actually already pre-cut a couple of circles. This is the Starburst punch, and this is the 2-inch circle punch. And then because I don't have the 1 3/4, I'm actually going to use one of the stitched what are they called? Stitch shaped frameless. one of these things. Yeah, stitch shaped framelits dies, and I'm using the second one up. Okay, so I'm actually going to put this through using the bubble paper from the Myth and Magic paper DSP. Let's move everything out of the way and get my big shot in. Okay, and that's that. Alright, so we're going to layer this up just using the wet glue again. I'm going to need my big shot out again in a moment because I haven't cut out the mermaid yet, but we'll just do these bits first. So that's it. Did I remove that then? No, I didn't. And then hopefully this will fix because it is on glimmer paper. There's certainly no wiggle room on this one. So I'm just going to press that down for a second and hope that the glue will hold on there. If not, what you can do, you can get a craft knife and just scrape some of the glitter off underneath, and then the glue will adhere to the paper behind the glitter, if that makes sense. Not sure if that's going to stick or not, but I can always alter it later. Okay, so that one's done as well. Alright, so let's come back, and we're just going to quickly colour her in, and I'm going to use a retiring colour, which is the Soft Sky. I can see that's starting to come off that paper, that glimmer paper. So I think what I'll do, I'll just take that off, and I've got a craft knife somewhere, or I could just use my snips, I guess. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just get a bit of tissue and just wipe off any excess glue that's still on there. That's it. I don't want to get it all over my scissors. And then all you're going to do is just take off just creating a key for the glue to sit on. Okay, so a lot of that glitter is now missing, so let's try again with the Tombow. I'll put a bit more on this time. That's it. That's it. Let's give it a second. Okay, that'll do. Alright, so let's colour her in while I'm waiting for that to set. Alright, so yes, like I was saying, I'm going to use Soft Sky, which is retiring. I'm using it in conjunction with Old Olive to create that watery look, you know, like that scaly look. So I'm using the light Old Olive, I hope. Yes. I love the way these two blend together, the dark Soft Sky and the light Old Olive. It just creates a beautiful colour. And then I'm just going to go over the whole thing with the light Soft Sky again, just to blend it in. Lovely. That's it. Okay, and then for her hair, let's go very vivid. Let's go, should we do Cherry Cobbler or Rich Razzleberry? I think we're going to go with Rich Razzleberry. I'm going to use the fine end this time, just to colour in her hair. And the embossing, the silver embossing, will resist the ink, and you'll be able to see the silver lines through the colour in just a little while. There we go. Okay, so there we are. So if I just bring it up closer to the camera, you can see that lovely green into the blue and then the red on the hair. I've also got ivory, which is supposed to be like a skin tone, so let's give her a little bit of colour as well, shall we? Instead of pure white. There we go, give her some colour on her cheeks as well. Okay, so we'll bring out the big shot again, and I have got the frame for it already. Move that out of the way. Okay, so let's put it through from this way. That's it. And there she is, all done. So let's put her away for a sec. And we're going to raise her up on some dimensionals, I think. And as she's quite small, I'm going to use the mini ones. And I shall use my piercer to lift them up because they're tiny. So I think we'll stick one down there. And then I always have a line of them cut in half ready for small areas like this, just to fill that space. And maybe I'll put one in there as well, just to help hold her tail. Okay, that's that. Now comes a fiddly bit, getting all the backing off. Tiny little. Oops. Right, I think that's all of them. Yes, it is. So let's bring my circle back. Yeah, that's worked a treat, that has, taking the glitter off. And that's just a case of popping her on there. And then if I bring in my crocodile again, this time I want a smaller hole, so I'm going to put it onto the smaller one, which is 1/8 of an inch circle. And I'm going to pop it right there. So there we are. So that's that, and then I'm just going to get a little bit of a keychain. Anybody who's been to Onstage knows exactly what I'm doing next. And then to go along with the bubbles and the fact she's a little mermaid, I've got some little party bubbles that you can get in places like Asda and Tesco's, like for little party bags. And then just join up the chain. This is quite a long chain. I might cut a couple of these links off. And every presto, there we are. I think that'd be lovely. I think little girls would love that. I'll have to think of something for little boys. Anyway, so there we are. It's just a couple of little quick makes to for a little craft fair that my daughter's going to be attending. Just to make a little bit of pocket money for her and the children, so they can maybe go out for the day or something like that. Put it towards the money going out for the day. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. And sadly, the magical day is retiring. It's in the occasions catalogue. If I just move that off to one side and stick that there as well. So you've got the magical day there that's got the mermaid, the knight, the unicorn, the wizard and the dragon. I absolutely adore that dragon. And it comes with matching framelets, which are here. Yeah, so this is the retiring item. This is what inspired me to start doing this, actually, because like I said, the blog hop is all about retiring items in the occasions catalogue, which is the seasonal one, not the big main one, although the big main one is also retiring as well. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed, and have a go. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, If you like this, if you'd like last chance to get this, because like I said, it retires on 31st of May, please go to my online shop. The details will be below in the description area of this YouTube video. Yes, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye for now.